When you have a Moodle course as an instructor or as a student, you have what's called a profile. In your profile setting, you can get to by choosing Profile Settings at the bottom of the Settings tab, and you can click on Edit Profile. Now, I would be very careful what you put in here, as anybody who has access to this in your district or in your school can see information. You can have an email address. You can choose whether you would like Moodle to contact you when students subscribe or when they submit an activity. You can also do that for each activity. You can enter a city or a town, a country or a time zone. You can have a specific description. And you can also have a little current picture. This can be anything. Again, I would keep it school appropriate, and remember, students and other instructors can see it. Down here, this is a bunch of optional information for contact information. If you're on a college level or a specific high school where you communicate outside of school, this is where you might want to put information here. But again, I would keep a lot of this stuff private. Going back to the home page, you can just click on Moodle Intro at the top. We can scroll down a little bit, and under the profile settings, you also have the option for messaging. Moodle has two ways of communicating with you. One is for email and one is through pop-up notifications. So if you're currently logged into Moodle and your students are logged in and you have pop-up notifications that come up, on the right side of the screen from that home page we saw, you will receive pop-ups when specific things happen. If you had it checked to allow students to subscribe to specific forums or feedback notifications, you could get a pop-up. By default, it's going to have all of the email stuff checked. If you were doing one really large assignment and you were going to have a bunch of students submit information, you could also temporarily disable notifications just for a specific time. You could also choose a different email that you would like those notifications sent to if you did not want to use that default notification email. The last bit is the blogs. So you can choose specific preferences if you had a blog set up rather than a topic set up. So you can have a certain amount of entries per page. You could also include an external blog. So if you used WordPress.org or WordPress.com, you could register that URL to actually show up on your Moodle page.